So let's talk to a chief market strategist, Raymond James Investment Management, Matt Orton. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Hannah.
You heard Brooks' report. President Trump has maintained these tariffs are needed to get better trade deals, bring jobs back to the U.S. But now that he's rolling back these tariffs on staples, we're talking coffee, tea, fruit, bananas, oranges, beef. What does this signal to you?
So I think it signals that there are still some inflationary pressures that are in the system. And unfortunately, the inflationary pressures are hitting Americans where you feel it the most, which tends to be at the grocery store. And it's really difficult to, even if you move tariffs, to really roll back inflation. The problem with inflation is it's the rate of change of increases with respect to cost prices. So even with this rollback, it's going to take time for it to feed through into what retailers are ultimately paying and then really trickle down to us at the grocery store. And honestly, at the end of the day, it probably just stops the increases that we're seeing. It likely doesn't decrease the actual price of goods. But what I remind a lot of clients is while we might be feeling some pain at the grocery store, I think as I look at the world, I look at the economy, overall, things are still pretty good. We just came out of a great earnings season. You've seen corporations doing incredibly well. The jobs market remains in good shape. So I do think the picture is one of optimism heading into next year with respect to the economy able to grow. And hopefully that translates into higher wages for people to offset some of the inflationary pressures that we're feeling.
I'm thinking about what you are saying, and I'm taking a step back. I'm looking at the timeline, and you make a good point. Grocery prices have been ticking up long before President Trump came into office. So how much of an effect will this actually have for consumers? What do you see ahead for prices? A moment ago, you say their prices aren't going to go further up, but do you believe it'll go further down eventually?
It's always hard to see prices go down. Once you see those price increases trickle in, it's really, really difficult, if not impossible, to see prices actually go down unless there's a meaningful cut with respect to the price of the input. So beef, maybe. If we see better cattle, less of a cattle shortage, you see more imports coming to the country. Some of those staples, you might see a decrease in prices. But overall, what I would expect is that the rate of increase of prices comes down, if not stays flat with the rollback of tariffs. But again, it's going to take time for that to feed into the overall system.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.